everyone, welcome. So I had a lot of questions about props, which prop is the best, which should you choose if you're just getting started, if you're not even quite sure, if you really want to continue practicing yoga. So I hope this helps. Be aware, there might be a little bit of advertisement. This is just one opinion, it's just my opinion. I've practiced yoga for a little while now and I tried a few different brands and have probably not tried all of them yet. So keep this in mind, still be open, read a few reviews. But as for now, I'm going to show you what I have, what I like, and how I practice my yoga. So most important thing is the yoga mat. There are tons of options. The one you can see here right now, I'm sitting on my blue Lululemon mat. I have a black Manduka mat, and I have a pink Gaiam mat. They are all different in widths, so my Lululemon is 5mm width. The Manduka is probably also a 5, I think it's a 4.7. I think they have 4.7. And then my Gaiam is 4mm. I like them all for different reasons. Let's start with Gaiam. So I really like this one if you just get started, if you just figuring out if yoga is the right thing for you, and if you're not quite sure yet if you want to continue this. Why? More reasons. First of all, the price. So I get my mats most of the time from TJ Maxx, and I pay between $7 and $10. If you order them online, this type I have, the beginner mat here, I think cost around like $20. They are perfect for beginners. I love them for practicing outside. I always choose them for my festivals, if I practice at the Child's or just in the yard. I really like them for being outside. What is a little bit problematic about this kind of Gaiam mats? They also have different ones. They have really good ones all the way up, price-wise, I think to $80. So it really depends what you want. The problem with this cheap version is that it's very flaky, it is peeling and it is fading. So you might see this, you're losing pieces. When you practice over time, you have tiny pieces on your pants, on your clothes, on your hands. So again, I really like it for beginners. It's a wonderful, wonderful price for what they give you. They are wonderful for outside. This is Gaiam. Again, they have all kinds of types. They have, the ones for the intermediate yogis, the one who, want a little bit more grip. That's the other thing. This one is very slippery. So for me, as I become sweaty, my hands become sweaty during my practice, this one really doesn't hold me. So I'm really, slipping in my downward dog. My hands are slipping forward. So yeah, it's a good mat. It's not the mat which I would use every day. My Manduka mats, as you also see here, I really like. They have two different surfaces. So the bottom has these kind of sticky little knots. So it really helps, it's not sliding on the floor. And then the top is also sticky, so you're not sliding so fast. So when you are sweating a little bit more, It really helps you to find your grip and to not slip away. Manduka also has a bunch of options. This one I have here is, as I said, probably the 4.7 millimeters, though the price is between $90 and $110. So it is definitely higher level, higher quality, higher price. The 6 millimeters, I think they are actually even more expensive and go up to $160, $150. I don't want to say anything wrong here, so check this out. But they go a little bit higher. I really like Manduka. I think Manduka is, they are latex free. They have closed cell surfaces to keep the moisture and the sweat from seeping into the mat and from breeding bacteria. I really feel the quality is very high. There's no flaking, no peeling, no fading. So I really like them. I also really like, compared to the Gaiam, that you can wipe them easily and clean them more easily. So Manduka is probably one of my favorites. I know it's more expensive, but if you know you want a little bit higher quality, again, Gaiam has other versions, other mats too, so make sure you check those out as well. But as for now, my opinion, Manduka is really a really nice brand. Lululemon, the one I'm sitting on, is my absolute favorite. I have the 5 millimeter and it has rubber on top. It's very, it really prevents you from sliding. It's connected to the floor, there's no movement. It's very smooth. Yeah, and they're the same like Manduka. They are really easy to clean. They are wonderful for keeping the sweat out. So they are pretty similar to Manduka. The prices for the 5 millimeters are between $70 to $90. It's my second Lululemon mat. I still have my old one, it's just a thinner one, and the quality is still great. I can still use it easily. They are super easy to clean, so you could I even used my thinner one outside, so Lululemon is definitely one of my favorites. There is another brand which is very popular and which I also like and practice a lot on, which is Jade, and they are very eco-friendly. What I really like about them, I think they connect with charities, and so does Hugga Mugga, which I will talk about in a minute. But yeah, I really like them. Jade is the same thing, not just that they're eco-friendly, they are also they also prevent you from slipping on your mat. They all of them, Manduka, Gaiam, Jade, Lululemon, they all have different width, so definitely check this out. I have a very sensitive tailbone, so for me, really it is necessary to have a little bit more cushion. But yeah, that's definitely something what you have to figure out for yourself. You might be okay with a thinner one. I think my other Lululemon is 2.5 or 3 millimeters. Which is great for outside on the grass, for example, but for me, inside on the floor is just not an option. So much about the mats. What else? I guess another important thing are blocks. Unfortunately, I just have the cork blocks here right now. The other ones are in my car. So there are cork blocks, there are bamboo blocks, there are foam blocks, different materials, different options. The general size is 4 inches by 6 by 9. You would have to look it up what it is in centimeters. And I think the most people use probably cork or foam. Foam is what most of the studios have, the gyms have. And then there are different sizes. So this one here is bamboo, and it is almost the half of the big one. So it's a 5.12 by 3.5 by 3.5. Let's go back to the basic. So I really love my cork blocks. I do have foam blocks, which I barely use, just because for me the feeling of the cork is so much nicer. I'm not slipping, I really have grip, and I just really like the way how they feel on my skin. Not the bad thing, but the negative thing about it is they are pretty heavy. So the foam blocks are very light. You should check it out. I'm not quite sure how much weight each has, but it's a big difference. So if you would do something in a chair pose and you would have to hold the block up the whole time, the cork block definitely is more work. So if you just begin your practice, if you don't have any tools at home, any props at home, I would probably recommend to get the foam blocks first. They are not expensive. Look at Amazon, look at any of those brands. They really have great options. They're probably like $10 or so. Sometimes you get them as a pair, and sometimes you have to buy a single block. So be aware of this when you check this out on the websites. But yeah, I personally love my my cork blocks and wouldn't trade them for foam blocks. Those blocks are really nice to work on balance poses. They help you to find this handstand grip. A lot of gymnastics use those to deepen their practice, their handstand practice. It's a little, play tool. I really like it, but definitely not something what you would need to get started. Another thing what I want to introduce to you is it happens very often that many of us develop wrist issues, tendinitis, or you can just not carry all the weight on your wrists. It really helps to have a wedge. Again, I have a cork wedge. There are different styles, definitely. As I said before, I really like cork. So those are really wonderful to change the position of your wrist in downward dog and plank poses, whichever poses you have on your hands. I am still struggling from tendinitis, and I practice on a general base with them. I switch my practice up now in general, and would still continue doing this just to really get into all kinds of muscles and to vary the alignment of my wrists. This is Hugger Mugger. I really like Hugger Mugger. Again, I told you before, they're eco-friendly. They have charity events, which I really like. So they, now and then, I don't think they do this the whole time, but they definitely donate a specific amount of their income. And then the last thing, what is kind of a basic for your yoga practice, is a strap. I don't really think there is a big difference between the straps. I have my strap, for example, from Gaiam. Perfect, love it. I think it costs like $8. I have it for years now. It's great quality. Yeah, nothing else to say. I don't think you need a very expensive strap. I think this is absolutely okay. Again, quality is great. It doesn't break easily. So, Gaia, it is. What else? There are some things to play around with. For me, I'm sensitive on my knees, so I got myself one of those cushions, which is also great if you're doing headstands and you want to have a little bit cushion under your head. You can get them at Amazon, super cheap. TJ Maxx has them all the time. I have one. I think that's enough. If you practice, you can just switch it up. You know, if you have a high lunge position, bringing the back knee down to modify, just switch it up. Take one down at a time, and then that's it. If you need two in your cat-cow thing, tabletop positions, then get two. Again, they are not very expensive. Now another tool I love are my yoga balls. I think I bought my yoga balls in my yoga teacher training, and I love them. For everyone who is into fascia, the deeper tissue massages, definitely a must. You can use them for every part of your body, on the wall, laying down, sitting on it, using it for a massage type, rolling over it. There's so many options. Absolutely great. Absolutely recommend it. Oh, and you can get them from I think I got mine from Amazon actually. It's Yoga Tune therapy balls, so just check it out online on Amazon. Another fun thing to have is a yoga wheel. So if you're getting deeper into your practice, you want to change it up a little bit, want to be a little bit creative, you want to take a nice picture, whatever it is, yoga wheels are really nice. I really like it. I'm very stiff in my back bends, so I'm really using my yoga wheel now to work to deepen my back bend on a safe level, and it really helps me. So if you have no idea how to use it, I would suggest just check out YouTube and Google yoga wheel practice or something like this, and then you will have some options, and just check out what all the yogis are doing outside there. Alright, what else? Yoga blankets. Well, if you are a fan of Shavasana, if you need to pad your knees, if you like to sit onto a blanket while you have your meditation practice, great tool, great prop. I mean, use whatever you have. Honestly, it doesn't have to be like this yoga style blanket. Just use what you have, and at one point, if you need a new one, if your old one is broken, then get a yoga blanket. You can get them from Amazon, and I think almost every store, I just named before, has them online. And a bolster. So I just got my bolster from Hugga Mugga. I like Hugga Mugga. I have my meditation cushion from Hugga Mugga, and I have another meditation cushion here. And I just got all of these 3 things yesterday or the day before. I love them. Again, they're handmade, high quality, and they just feel wonderful. I love their pattern, so they have different colors. I mean, don't get me wrong, yoga people, they are all great. They have all wonderful styles and wonderful patterns, and different colors and whatever you would like. So they are all wonderful, but I am really, really happy. I bought this regular bolster. There are different ones. There is this flat one, and there is a pretty round one, which reminds me of my foam roller I have. And just from experiences through different yoga studios, I really prefer having the flat bolster. Those bolsters are great for, again, meditation. You can sit on them. They're great for your Shavasana. If you are into restorative yoga, oh my god, it's so lovely. It's wonderful. As I'm teaching a lot of classes online now and probably if you're a teacher or you took classes via Zoom or online, you know that teachers have to move now while they teach, so they do the whole practice. And when it comes to my personal practice, which I don't teach and which I take, I very, very much like restorative yoga right now. So I'm really getting into this. So again, it's not necessary. If you have a couch and your couch has small cushions, then just use this cushion. Don't buy another one. If you really know you like it and you really want to continue doing this, well, then maybe think about getting one. Really great. Meditation cushion, love it. I am teaching meditation every morning now on Instagram Live, and my feet were falling asleep, and my booty was falling asleep. So love this one. So happy about this. Really, really great. Hoga Moga. And that's another one I really like. I haven't practiced too much on it, but what I like about it, it's a meditation cushion, and you can change it. So you can vary the options here. You can make it higher, you can make it lower, you can have something in the back, you can take it away. So really great. Again, Hoga Moga, really good quality. And love the colors. Not everyone's colors, but definitely my color. So that's this. Last thing I want to talk about are those wonderful eye pillows. You might know that I am having a giveaway. Eye pillows filled with flax seeds, organic flax seeds and organic lavender. And I made them myself. You can buy those things. You can buy them from me if you're interested. Just shoot me a text. I'm happy to help you out. They smell fantastic. And they are really great for your shavasana, for meditation, if you have trouble falling asleep. So I really recommend them. I haven't used them myself for so long, but just having the option now to put something on my eyes during shavasana is just so lovely, especially if you really have trouble to relax and to calm yourself down, and you are very distracted easily by light or by light changes. So again, I have this giveaway. Check it out. Otherwise, if you're interested, shoot me a text. You can also buy them if you feel better about this. But yeah, that's my little toolbox here. I hope that it's helpful for you. I definitely would recommend, if you're just starting, don't get everything. Just get a mat, get blocks, maybe a strap. Don't get the most expensive one. Just try it out, see if you like it, see if you continue doing it. And then if you feel you're doing it also more often, upgrade. Make your own opinion and try different things. Check out all these brands, check out reviews, and just find what is good for you. That's a recommendation from me, that's my opinion. I'm, taking a little bit of everything, so I have a bunch of brands here, and I hope you will find the one which is good for you and right for you. So good luck with this. Let me know what you think, if this is helpful or not. Give me feedback. Follow me on Instagram, yogi.bianca, on YouTube, Bianca and You, Yoga with Bianca, and also check out my webpage, BaliYogaForTheSpecialChild.com. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.